Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. So today we are going to be complete the last topic, I can say, in the scripting, that is called the business rule. Okay, so what we did in the scripting area, let me do. So we done the client side script. Okay, means anything on the form level, something on the user interface or form level. Then we done on the UI policy, the field level, I can say, make mandatory and all the things. Yesterday we discussed about the UI action buttons. And now we are going to do the business rule. In short, we call it the BR. So let's take example. Harsh book a ticket. Let Harsh book a flight ticket. Okay. He was booking a ticket. He put his name, his wife name, parents name, and family name. Okay. He see four tickets. He select the seats and all the things. Then he click on the submit button. Okay. He was about to do the payment. He click on the submit button. He got the form. Okay, it's look good. He click on the payment link and done the payment. As soon as payment has been done, he got a pop-up message. Thank you so much for connecting us. This is your PNR number and these are the seats allocated. Okay. Now, what is business rule here specifically? It says that once you save the data or once you update the data in the database and then you want something as an output. Okay, then you want something as an output, then the business rules work. So it means business will work on the four levels or the four types of the business rules we have. Number one, when you insert the data, you are adding the record first time. Okay. Okay. Number two, when you're updating the data, like you got your itinerary, now you want to be change the dates of travel, or maybe you want to change the seats. In this case, you are updating your data, you're not creating your data. Okay. And number three, when you want to delete some data. So like, let's say 4 people tickets has been booked. Okay. Out of 4, 2 are not traveling. And you go to your itinerary, you select 1 or 2 and it give you pop-up. First it gave a pop-up, are you sure? You said yes. Then you click on the OK, it again give a pop-up. Tickets has been cancelled. Amount has been refunded. That is for the deletion of the time. And the last one, that is the when you want to query something in the database. I want the records or I want the incident records where priority is this. And you want to see when you want to select something. So like if I say, if I go here and I click on this and I say incident and I click on the all. This is actually business rule is running because it going in the database, fetching the result for you. If you update your funnels here and you click on the run, it go to the database and bring the result for you. Let's see what is running for this page. Let's go to response time and you can see here what are the things that are running on this particular page. This is another method to see that what is running on this page. Let's say I'll put one more thing. It is in progress and priority is high. Run. Let's see what is running in the background now. Same thing, but timings has been changed now. Okay, so these are coming from the business rule. So now let's see what type of business rules are available in the service now. Yes, good. Any question anybody has? Okay, come this side then. Here, two things important: when to run and what to be happen when you're running this business rule. You can do some hard coding as well, kind of things, or you can do the scripting as well. Okay, so I put the business rule name, and the business rule is purely a server side, purely server side. It's not on the client side because it did not work on your browser. It work in the background. It go to the database specifically. Okay, so basically, if in the interview it has been asked, so you can say business rules are the activities which happened in the database side, in the database specifically, when you were inserting inserting something, when you're updating something, you're deleting something. Okay. Now let's say, and I want to put this on the change request table. Here. Okay. We'll pick up this advanced little later. Let's come here. When to run. Let's say example, it is well said. If there is a fire, switch off the main line or main switch, or maybe MSCB, or maybe the power socket, or the power from the background. Okay, this is what when to run. When you're inserting and you're updating, I say I want to be insert. Okay, this thing. Then you can put the condition. If state is new. Okay, and what you want to show, come here for the action. This thing you can do like this as well. Very easy. If you're looking for a simple business rule, I'll say go for this way. Set value. Set the description. Let's say short description to welcome in my world. Add message. Yes. I want to add a message. Abort action. Do you want to abort the section? Then plus or minus, sorry, OK or cancel will become. I don't want to be abort as of now. Let's say like this only. Okay. Let's say risk is moderate and click on the save. What I'm doing, I'm saying number one, when to run, when you are inserting a record. Okay, now let's go here and check this rule. Change, create new, because it is inserting, so we have to create a new record. It is not for the update, remember. Otherwise, I can open any existing record as well. So as of now, risk is moderate. Okay, it will be moderate only. Let's say put like this and click on the save. Will it show any message for us? Yes. Number one, it is showing a message for us and it changed the description to us. Risk is moderate. It was already moderate, but you can, if you want to test, you can test it with some other option as well. It means what happened in the action, what it did gs.form. So gs.set value. to this. You can do via scripting as well, but you will say, Atul, there's no scripting option because business rules never run on these manners. It is very basic business rule. I'm telling you. Mainly business rules contain a lot of coding. So now when to run insert or update. Chalo. There are two other very simple part. Now let me go for the advanced and click on the advanced here. When I click on the advanced, these two fields has been added and advanced option is also there. Now let's discuss about this thing, because in the interview it is always asked that how a business will run: insert, update, delete, and query. These four run with the combination of these four. So 4 into 4 total 16 as a parameters or the probabilities or the combinations, I can say. Okay. Clear everybody till this point? Any doubt?
Yeah, clear.
Now, the game of ServiceNow, sorry, not ServiceNow, the game of the business will work on these parameters. What it says, run a business rule before you insert the record. Let's say like this. Like, if you think there's a smell, bad smell in house, and you think that the fire can be happen, switch off the lights. This is what the before. Before I save the tickets or reserve the seats for my travel, this business will run. Means sometime, okay, I'll give an example. Sometime what happened? Let's say you're booking a ticket. Okay, maybe some theater tickets, some movie tickets, you're booking it. Okay, before you click on the submit button, okay, as soon as you log in with your username, password, you start booking timing, slots, and other things. Before you click on the submit button, it reserves the seats for you in advance. Maybe if something goes wrong in the submit, your seat should be reserved with you. It is not actually reserved, but it show like it's reserved for you. I find this option many times in the ticket booking website specifically. This is what before. Insert. Same thing. After going in the database, record has been created, then you want to do something, then you can do like this. So like this before. I said before means if let's say there is a no description as you mentioned, then before you save the data, please update the description to the XYZ. You can put like this. Let's say users forget to enter the description. So by default, you want to put a description, you can put it easily. So this is what the before will work here. After entering into the service now, also after entering into the database, you want to do something, then you can do the after part. Asynchronous. There's a concept, multitasking. This is a very famous concept in the IT industry. What the meaning of the multitasking specifically? That you are in a online meetings at point of time and you're not speaking, but you're checking your emails, you're replying some other emails, you're doing some other work. That is called the multitasking. Call is going on the one side and you're doing your other work. This is asynchronous specifically. See, if you click on the asynchronous, the priority will come here. Means what is the priority for this business rule if I do asynchronous, like a round robin kind of things. So user should not wait that what happening in the background. So like if I say I am booking a flight ticket, I know that my attorney is still getting generated, but I can proceed and order my meals as well. Popcorn, cold drink, samosa and all the things. This is what asynchronous means. You are not sitting, you are not waiting for the output of the previous action. You are able to still proceed further. This is what asynchronous, and it had to give the priority. And what is the priority for this? It's that part. Then go to the display. Display basically when you want to just show the results, nothing else. So like if I open this pop-up, or if I open like this one, all. So I should get a message. Thank you so much. These are the records and all the XYZ particular things. This is what a display option. So display work independently. So now let's see what is running on this form. Sorry, not on this. Let's say what is running on this one. This response timer is very big thing here. See, on a single form, on a single page, these many components are running. UI policy, client script. See how many client scripts are running. So this is the thing which we have to be understand. The timings are less, but lot of client scripts are running. Okay, let's come here. Let's not go in that discussion. So now if I come here for the before, I can go for the update as well. Like this. You can go for the delete as well. Before you delete, I want to show a message. Let's say action and show just message. Are you sure to delete? Okay, let try this part. I never tried, but we can try. Do we have a delete button here? Yes, we have. Let's see. Okay, wait for the delete. Let's save this and reload this page. Let's try to click on the delete. Delete this record. Where is my message gone? See, are you sure you want to delete? Our message is coming, but our abort action is not working. This is not working. It means something goes wrong, but yes, we are sure that our business rule is working fine. Our business rule is running because it's asking for the before. But asking for before, it should ask actually. Maybe some other logic we need to build it, guys. Okay. So by this way, you can use the before. And here you can put the advance. Some condition when you want to delete. So now you can see, depends on your these actions, your advanced option has been changed. So like insert, and you can put the same business rule for the multiple things as well. So now you see here condition. Why it's showing like this? Let me reload this page. Okay, now let's save. It's not showing me the results here. Action is this. Yep. Okay. One more thing. Only one thing will work at a given point of time. either this will work or either this will work. Okay. So if you don't want to put any field value here, so you have to put the options here. So the same thing, gs dot, because it's a server side, remember, gs dot error message. Okay. When to run? When the state is new. Before. Let's try this thing now. This thing. Let's go here and click on the save. So now it's giving me a message. You okay? Okay. Because I did not put okay, okay or cancel. So it did not take any action for me as of now. Okay. So this is what the business will work here. So let's come back here for a minute and let's discuss this part. Business rules are easy, but we have to know the coding. That is the main point. Okay. And what is the asynchronous basically work here? It run when the scheduler run a scheduled job that gets sent the scheduled job queue after the record is saved. So asynchronous means that it work like a scheduling job for you. Okay. And it's going in the database. Okay. And display when the before the form load, you have to be show some data, you have to fetch some data, you can show the this part. So now if I scroll down a little bit more, like this, current dot impact is 1. And basically business rule, if you see here, it is has a function called current and the previous. What is the current value and what is the previous value? Because it works on the before after like this. Let's change to before to after. Is it change something here? No, it did not change. Let's say something on the asynchronous. Did it change something? No, it is not changing. So it means it is not changing anything in the advanced part. But one thing, you can use only actions or advanced at a one point of time, not both on the same time. Okay. So be careful about this thing, that what to use. But my experience says that business rules are not that much easy, which we are seeing at point of time. Okay, let's see some example. Or any question in case. So here we go. Some examples. So like this, if current dot title is director, add the message like this, and abort the action. Title means it is working on the user table. That is what it's saying. If you let's see what's code it mentions. See, it's working on the user table. What it's saying, if you're in the user record and you want to delete a record, and if that title is director, then you cannot delete the record. This is what the business will work here. Everybody till this point. Sham, Ope, Ola, Harsh, Yogesh, Satya, Nikichi, Moji, Bakar. Good.
Yeah,
Now,
in client script, one of the small thing we are missing, that is on-cell edit. I think you remember the.
that is on the client-side scripting.
Yeah,
So what can we do? Tell me, please.
I think we are not discussed that one.
Can you a little bit louder, please? Put your doubt. No problem. Put your doubt. It's Satya or Sham.
So, yeah,
So what we're missing? Tell me, please. I can go ahead again.
client script on-cell edit.
Okay, you want to repeat it again?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So on cell edit. Okay, anything left in this business rule so that we can proceed to this question and go for the another part. All good. Good. Yes, Sham. Any
Hey,
doubt?
too.
Yes, go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, so like the on service now when you're using the like you mentioned the description field.
Right.
So how do they make it mandatory? Like you can save it without filling something in there. What's that called? Is that UI action or UI policy?
So if you want to make any field mandatory, that is your UI policy.
Great, good,
If
thank you.
if you click on a button, that is a UI action. But if you want to do anything on the database level, then it is a business rule. So three different concept, three different functionality to be work here.
Can you say the business rule again, please?
So business rule basically, if you want to perform any action on the database level, on the actual record level, not on the field, you want to play with the record values, record data specifically. Then you use the business rule. Like if I say, okay, I'm calling you, hey Jimmy, go to your bedroom and can you get this file from me? This is what I'm saying. I'm saying go to your database and bring the file for me. This is a business rule. I come to your house and so wow, that is a very nice painting. That is a UI action, or I can say UI policy. I go to your house and I want to be use the washroom. And I what I can say, enter into the sorry on that particular things. Open the door. That is UI action I'm doing here. So if you are bringing anything from your house from my query, that is business rule because you're playing on the data now. Clear, Jimmy?
Mhm. Yes,
Or
thank you.
little bit still doubtful. Okay, good. Sham, any doubt?
No, I'm good.
Okay, great. Thanks.
All clear.
Okay, good. So coming to the point which has been raised by Satya, that what is on cell edit? Number one, on cell edit will not work on the form level. On cell edit only and only work on the list view. So here, let's say I will put here all. The on cell edit work on this portion. I don't want that my user should able to change the type from emergency to normal. Then I can put the on cell edit client script. I don't want my user should change the state from new to schedule. Then I want to put the on cell edit part. So how it can be done? Let's come here and go to the client script. And let's go here. And here I can mention the table name. Change underscore request, type on cell edit. Which field you want to keep a track? I say I want to keep a track on the plan start date. Okay. And here you can mention the code here. If plan start date less than a week. So like if you go here, you can make a change, right? But I don't want that user should able to move the dates if it is doing more than 1 year or less than 1 year, sorry, less than 1 week. Then I can put a code here. Okay. Or let's say if I put this thing, urgency. Here. So like urgency is 3. If I say urgency, if urgency value is 1, then user cannot make a change. Okay. So in this case, this particular script will be work here. And this is the purpose of the client side scripting. One more thing which is important, and if you notice here that I was doing, see this option. It giving me a message. Security prevents writing to this field. This is not coming from the client side scripts, guys. This is coming from the ACL, which is the next topic we're going to be discuss now. See, in the client side script, you can make it change like this, but you will get a message once you make a change. But in the ACL, you are not allowed even to make a change. It's completely read-only part. Satyana, what is on-cell edit?
Yeah, it correct. Actually, it's only form level it will work or any.
No, you're again going wrong. It's only list view level, not the form level. Form
No,
level only
sorry.
3 things.
Yeah, okay. Field level, sorry.
Okay, so field level it work. Sorry, list view level it work, not on the form
List
level.
view.
Okay, so let's come to the next topic. Very interesting and very small topic. Will you allow anybody? Let's say there's a marriage in Harsh house. Harsh is there, na? Right? Harsh is getting married. There's a lot of relatives he invited for the marriage. Okay. Will Harsh allow anybody to enter in his room where he has his maybe marriage suit, he has travel bags, he has some ornament, some cash, some gifts is there. Will he allow everybody to enter into that room? Definitely no. Who can enter? Who has an authorized user? Harsh says, Atul, every relative is my authorized user. Agree. But not every relative, I can say again. He can allow his parents, his elder brother, and sister. And he himself can enter in that room and get the things done. Something need to be find out, something need to bring. That can be allowed to those users. In the same manner, in ServiceNow, we have a concept called the ACL, access level access control level. It means I don't want that Satya is able to see this field. I don't want. Let's say, take example. This sheet is everybody able to see, right? If I share this Excel sheet with you guys, everybody can see the Excel sheet. But there is some hidden sheets as well. If I show like this, see. These three sheets, I never show you guys because it is my previous agendas, it is my conference master details that how many people are there, I teach till date and all the things will be there. Because you are not the authorized user for this. But if I'm sitting with my wife, I show the sheet to her as well. Because she is a authorized user for me. So how to do this part? And this concept is, again, I'm repeating the words, same words again. This concept is called the access control. You're putting some control on the access level. That is the number 1 point. Okay, that is number 1 point. Now, two things. Number one, none of you able to see this Excel sheet or open this Excel sheet. Second, you guys open the Excel sheet, you can see few of the sheets, but not every sheet. चलो वो भी कर देते हैं. It's also good. Number 3, if I open this sheet, you should not able to see my financial balance here. This is the number 3rd option here. Okay. So now in ServiceNow, these kind of things called the ACL on the table level and on the field level. I give you example again. I'm sure few of us have a kid with the age between 3 to 4 up to 10 or 12 years. And we are enough mature that we have a lot of paperwork done earlier, like some property documents are there, marriage certificates are there, birth certificates are there, important passports or your SSN numbers and all the things will be there. You will never allowed your kid to go to your wardrobe, open the drawer and get the documents for you. You will never recommend. Even you will not tell them. Or if they know, if they by chance they see that this is a place where you keep the important documents, you always keep them in a lock so that nobody can open that. I'm sure this has been done by many of us as a parent. Not a illegal or not a wrong thing, but it's for the security purpose. You are just intention that your documents should be secure. Nobody should able to access that part except your spouse. So now let's come here. To do the ACL part, let's go here. Access control here. Oops. What is wrong in this list view? Anybody can tell me? Anyone can tell me what is wrong in this list view?
Name.
What is wrong in the list view? Or what is wrong in this page?
It's completely not showing.
It's completely showing.
It's not showing completely, but why? Because your elevated roles is active false.
Okay, hold it for a minute. Anyone else? What is wrong in this page? Harsh.
In name,
Jimmy,
they have a dollar in the starting.
they have done that. That is a name only. Okay, fine. What else?
That hamburger icons is missing for the label beside the labels.
No, it's not like that. The wrong part in this particular page is that I'm not having the new button here, right?
Yes.
There's a no new button. I ask a question and Satya, you give me the reason that why it is not there. I did not ask why. I asked what is wrong here. Wrong here is that because I don't have any new button here. That is the another security point which ServiceNow built up. They says that security is the topmost thing for you. Like take example. I'm not comparing it with India, but what I see, what I notice here in UK, and I'm sure that the same thing applicable in the US and other countries as well. Before you get a new flat, or maybe before you get a new flat from your landlord, okay, they done the electrical inspection. Did all the equipments which are installed like oven, microwave, boiler, your gas, your washing machine is working in a fine condition or not. Intention is not to make your overhead. Intention is that the person who is going to be stay here should be in the safe mode always, right? This is a security concern. So ServiceNow say if I show the new button for every person who is having the admin rights, again a problem. So like I know from the day one, I know from the day one that you guys are using my instance, right? I told guys do anything, and I'm not sure that who did, but someone make a complete change in my incident form, even though it is a security constraint concern for me. But as it is a PDI, I don't bother. But now let's say it is my official instance and I give a admin rights to everybody. Now you can go and delete anything as well because you're doing the testing, you're doing the hands-on, you're playing on the ground now, which can get a problem for me. Data still you can recover, but security you cannot compromise. You never ever compromise. So ServiceNow say when we purchase ServiceNow instance for our official customer, ServiceNow ask one question: to whom I should give the security admin role. So if in your company you're working in a ServiceNow, okay, let's say you are working as a developer and you because you are developers, so you need admin rights. But just check, do you have a security admin role or not? Not everybody. Only 2 or 3 people will have a security admin role in the complete instance. Maybe your architects, maybe your dev leads, maybe your tech leads. Nobody else required that role or nobody else has that role. So if you need to be work, you have to be asked for the role for the time being, and then the role has been given to you. So now if you go here and it is called the, sorry, elevated role here. If I click on this, I'm entering into the secure zone. And this is the place where I can do anything wrong with your instance from the security perspective. I can put break rules. I can remove the policies, I can remove the access, and I can make mess of your instance. That is the reason it is not given to everybody. It is highly grant modification access to high security settings. Allow user to modify the access control list. If by mistake you give this right to anybody in your company, then you are completely gone. That person is not responsible. You are responsible that why you give that role to this particular person without knowing that part. I'll give you one example. I joined a new company approximately 3 or 4 years back. Okay. I was new in that company. I got my ID card. Okay. So I was going on the lobby. By mistake, I put my swipe card in a wrong bay. That was a secure bay. I go there. I thought it's my door. I just click and it's ping. I said, okay, it's wrong. Let's not proceed. Immediately, I got an email from the security department. Please report to us immediately because you try to access an unauthorized place. This is what the ACL work. I try to be entered in an unauthorized place and I get a message. Okay. So if you give this a right to everybody, then you are gone. So I'm clicking on the update here. And now if you see, I'm getting a red color option with the arrow key. This means this is a elevated role. And now I'm getting a new button option here. Click on the new. Everybody clear till this point? Any doubt, any question anybody has in his mind? Jimmy, Harsh, Satya, Moji, Ope. This is mainly from the theoretical perspective you should know. As a consultant, you should know from the theoretical perspective. That's good for us. Okay. Now this is a ACL. How the ACL run actually? How the ACL execute actually? Number one, it says it check the required role. That a user has a required role to enter into this particular area or not. Okay. And see what it's saying. All the three of these checks should be true. Let's say I want to access a data center. So number one, I have my account will be should have that particular role to data center. Okay. If that has, then the condition you're mentioning here should be should be true. Okay, that is the second point. And third, the script, if you write, should evaluate the value as a true. Only then you can do this part. This is from the certification perspective. This question asked in the certification the same manner that when a ACL will be executed, if I have a rule, I'm matching a condition and I have a role and the condition is true. And the last, if I mention anything in the script, it should also give me a true result. This is the way that the ACL work. ACL is the first one which take the precedence and override every other thing. If you write anything in the business rule, ACL will override that part because that is the precedence is taking. Now type of ACL. My understanding only is limited here, guys. So I show the limited part only. So it says you can create a ACL on the record level. Number one, on the UI page level. UI page means you are getting the pop-up menus, right? Kind of things. Or you're getting the welcome screen. That is a UI page. You can create the UI page. Here. So like this, password changes your UI page. Okay. If you want to put something on that level, you can do in the ACL. Rest, I clearly don't know. Nothing to be hide. I don't know these rest of the points. But something on the, like, if you're calling a script, then you can put the ACL. Your processors, GraphQL is something new, very new for me. Something UX pages. The pages is created by you guys. Let's say, do we have UX pages here? Yep, we have a UX pages as well. Okay, so these things. I recommend, if you get time, at least read about these a little bit. Maybe just definition, you know that how it's work or what this means specifically. So we are going to be discuss on the record level. Operation. What you want to do with the help of the ACL. See, ACL will not restrict. Don't think ACL will restrict. ACL will give you the flexibility to do that work. Let me repeat my words. If I am Jimmy's best friend, we will be studying for ages now. From the first class, me and Jimmy are the best friend. Then at this point of time, I have a full rights to go to Jimmy's house, go to his kitchen, get a beer, get a drink, sit on his bed, switch on the table, eat, sleep, and go home. Why? Because I have a ACL. I am a best friend. Yes, that all I have. I can enter into the house. Yes. Because, so I'm just repeating, ACL doesn't restrict. No, ACL give the rights to do that part if you have a desired role. If you have a desired condition in the matching true. Let's say Jimmy and Satya just met in this class. By chance, Satya traveled to Jimmy's house. He cannot visit or he cannot roam in his house without his permission because he don't have that ACL. But I can do because Jimmy know, oh, Atul is coming. Atul is my teacher. He is my sir. Atul, you are allowed to roam anywhere in my house. No problem. That is the ACL. So what action you want to give to the user? He should able to create, execute, read, write, delete, edit the task relationship, share relationship, save as a template, add to the list edit, report. So the things which we have done, even see personalized choices. This one we are doing personalized choices, preferences, this thing. So the ACL help you to do that part. Okay. Let's say create. Now admin override. Only admin can override this part. Yes. Nobody else can do this part. Now come here. On which table you want to put this ACL? Again, the same example. Satya is at Jimmy's house. He can only roam in the living room. He can go and sit on the dining table. He can little bit go outside to the balcony. He can sit on the sofa and all the things. This is what a table. On which table you want to implement? I want to implement on the change request table. This is a table level. and this is the field level. I want a user should able to see. Like if I take example of Jimmy and Satya, then for Satya it is a field level because he's only allowed to visit in the living room. But for me, it is a complete house. Arey, you are my sir. You can go anywhere in my room. You can visit anywhere in my house. Go to kitchen, go to balcony, go to bar, sit on this place, watch this TV, play these games. Anything you can do. Jimmy, hope you don't mind if I come to your house to meet you, and you will allow me to everything. Okay. Now, so this is on the field level. If you're not mentioning anything, none, it means you're just putting the ACL on the change table level. If I put asterisk, then this is applicable for everybody, everything in the table level. Or if you want to put a field, you can put on the field level as well. Who can create a record in the change? So as of now, putting as an asterisk. And here the second part comes. Who can do this part? So I said the user who has a ITL rule can do this thing. That's all. Nobody else can do this part. Who can do when the state is new? And then you can show the message here GS dot, because it is a server side scripting, not a client side scripting. Don't get confused. The action is happening on the form level, but results are coming from the database level. So don't get confused. Atul, we're doing on the form. No. With the help of the ACL, you are able to execute something on the form, but actual output you'll be getting from the database only. Like this. Okay. So you can, if you want to try, you can try something that part. Okay. Who can create? Who has a ITL role? And let's save this. So it's checking in the background that on the change request, you have, this is the new one and this is the previous one. Do you want to continue? I said yes, continue. Create my ACL now. So now let's see here. Let's try to impersonate. Or let's say instead of delete now, let's say delete. Maybe it work for us. I'll give a try. I'll want to give a try now. And let's impersonate with the user who has just a ITIL role. Let's say able tutor. I guess he just have ITIL role. Let's go to change. See, he don't have ITIL role. So he's not able to even see the data. Right? So it is not because he's not able to see the option because he don't have a ITIL role itself. He cannot make a change in that part. If you give an ITIL role to this guy, let me give a. Okay, I need to be an impersonation from here. And now did you notice one more thing? Your elevated rules has been gone now. Your elevated rules has been gone. This is the another question has been asked in the CS examination. How long a elevated role work? Anybody has any idea? If I give a role to Satya, elevated role Satya, how long he can do his work with that role? Satya, what do you think? How much time you can use that role?
That session will expire, or otherwise it can be. Uh,
Harsh, what do you think?
One time login, I
What do you
guess.
mean by the one-time login?
If the person gets a role and then he logins in
Hmm.
that particular time before the logout, so that's the time.
Okay, only before the logout.
Yeah, login and logout. That's the time, I guess.
Good. Jimmy, what do you think? If I give a elevated role to you, how long you can use that role?
Maybe I'm just thinking. Could be, yeah, could be per session, like you just said. You know,
So what Harsh says, you are okay with this logout and
maybe
login
maybe
time.
maybe maybe the moment you log out, it's over.
Okay, okay. Moji, what do you think? How long you can use a elevated role? For 1 day, 1 hour, 2 hour, logout, login, or what? Bakar, what do you think? How long? Shyam, what do you think?
Till logout.
Till logout. This is the incomplete answer. A user can use the elevated role. Number one, till the logout. Number two, session get expired. Number three, there's a timeout in the session. Number four, it end the impersonation or it enter or end the impersonation. So these are the 3 or 4 points which the time it take care. So every time if you log in again, you need the elevated role again. Okay. The reason for putting this concept like this, because ServiceNow say if by mistake you give a right to anybody and he also logged out just to check something, then he cannot proceed further with the given things. This is what the purpose of the ACL here. A small topic, a brief topic, but it is an important topic. From the CS examination, this thing is important to understand that what role is required and how long this role work for us. Yes, anybody has any question? Good. So with this, we have done our one more topic here for the ACL. Yes, Jimmy, any question?
No.
Okay, good. Good. So we can close the call here now. Let me take a quick attendance. So before I close the recording, anybody has any other question for today's session?
yeah, Atul, actually, impersonate user role where we can majorly can use.
Will you allow me to go to your bank and withdraw the cash on your behalf? Yes or no, Satya?
Yes.
You will allow me?
No, actually, I give the rights to you, then you have
No.
to.
Okay, you give me the rights and you can do that part. Okay. Let me change the example and then, or maybe I'll come to the definition, then I'll put the example. So basically, impersonation rule are used only for the one purpose as per service now. And that is called the for the testing purpose only. We never ever give impersonation rule in the production services or the production instances. So I cannot work as Satya in your company on your behalf. It is not possible. It is not legal. It is not authorized. It is not as per the security. So let's say tomorrow if I wear your iCard and I can go to your office, is it ethical? It is good. No, I can do anything because I'm logging or I'm going in the office with your iCard. It means your punching, punch out, your entries will be captured, not mine. So the thing is that what ServiceNow say, because in ServiceNow when you do the testing, there's a lot of time we need to be do the work on someone behalf in the beta environment, in the test environment, in the UAT environment. Because UAT is done with the limited set of users, maybe 10, 20, 30, 40. You cannot invite the 1,000 people to do the UAT. Then how you will make sure that this work for the other people as well? By the impersonation rule. And that is the reason if you see, we never ever give impersonation role in the production system, because in the production you should work as Satya, I should work as a Atul, Jimmy should work as a Jimmy, Harsh should work as a Harsh. Otherwise, if I log in with the Jimmy ID, I can send an email to the boss. I give you one example, a very tough, not tough basically, but very serious example. What happened when I was in my initial days of the job? Okay, if someone forget to lock his or her laptop, then anybody can go to his desk on his desktop or the laptop and can send email to the complete DL. Maybe some funny email, sweets at my desk, chocolates at my desk, I am back from home, I am getting married, kind of things. Okay, so that people should aware that leaving the desktop or the laptop as unattended or unlocked can create a major problem. One day what happened, one of my friend was not at the desktop and some other senior guy saw that his desktop is open. He go there and he write an email. Guys, I am resigning. And he write 3 or 4 lines and send an email to the complete DL. And that DL includes all the senior members as well. Means director, program manager level or directors level as well. Email go out, both the people get in the fuss. The first person whose laptop was unattended, he was giving a small warning that you should not leave your desktop or unattended. The second person who sent an email, it was given a very written and the high level warning. This is the first and last time you've done this part. Next time you're out of the company. Here the impersonation rule came. The second person who sent an email is impersonating as the behalf of the first person. And as it is a production system, the issues occur. So there is a reason to do the testing, we can use the impersonation. But if you're doing the practical things in the production system, never ever give an impersonation role to anybody. Up to the UAT, up to the test environment, up to the beta environment, It's all good, all agreed, all happy. But production, we never ever give. In the production, only and only ServiceNow admin guys or the system admin guys have an impersonation rule, just to see that what the other person is doing, what other person is facing the issue. Let's say I am sitting in UK, you are sitting in Delhi, and you say, Atul, I'm facing this issue. I cannot travel to your location, right? Then either you do the screen sharing with me, or either I will log in into the instance with your, or I'll log into the instance my ID and impersonate your ID so that I can see what issue you are getting there. Clear, Satya?
Yeah, clear. Thank you.
Good. So let's stop the recording here and we'll take a quick attendance, guys.